Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clark. Today's topic, I committed adultery and my spouse wants a divorce. I have a plan for you and I'll share it today. If, like this YouTube subscriber who asked this question, you are has this topic, you are in a marital crisis, I can help you. Marital crisis is what I do. You'll find all my resources, my books, my focus on the family video interviews, my podcast, my YouTube channel, and now my brand new TikTok videos, and my phone advice service on my website, davideclarkphd.com. That's Clark with an E. If you've got a marital crisis, I've got an answer for you. Okay, today's question. How do I stop my husband from divorcing me after I cheated on him? I dumped the other person as soon as my husband found out. The affair only lasted a few months. I truly regret it. My husband forgave me, but he still wants the divorce. I am so broken. First, a few comments about what she has said. When she says, I dumped the other person as soon as my husband found out, okay, that's the right thing to do, but there's still a lot of healing to be done for both of you. Stopping the adultery, which of course is critical, is only the first step. When she says the affair only lasted a few months, you are minimizing the adultery. Don't do that. Adultery is always awful. One night stand, pornography one time, doesn't make a difference. It's serious. So don't ever minimize that. She says, I truly regret it. That's good. Obviously you should, but regret isn't good enough. My husband forgave me, but he still wants the divorce. Okay, he almost certainly has not forgiven you. Just so you know, that's why he's divorcing you. Now, you don't mention to him he hasn't divorced you. He hasn't forgiven you, but you've got work to do to motivate him to want to work to forgive you. I am so broken, she says, and that's good. You need to be, but broken again is not good enough. You need to take the right steps. Here's what I want you to do, and all those of you in a similar situation. Understand your husband has a biblical right to divorce you. He does. He doesn't have to, of course, and we don't want him to, but don't tell him that he can't, because he can. Get my book, I Destroyed My Marriage. This is why I wrote this book. If you've committed a serious marital sin, like adultery, and you've destroyed your marriage, this is the way out, to heal yourself and hopefully to win your spouse back. Now, here are some highlights of my plan in I Destroyed My Marriage. First, never quit trying to save your marriage. Do not agree to a mutual divorce because they want you to be their friend and kind of get along and agree with them. No, even if you've destroyed the marriage, you're not going to do that. You intend to win the person back. Now, if that person chooses to file, they can file. You're not going to file with them. And of course, you're not going to file. You will continue your work until the judge says you're divorced. When that gavel falls, okay, that's it. But until then, you're working. You own 100% of the blame for the destruction of the marriage. You don't mention anything about your partner. Obviously, your partner wasn't perfect. You don't even go there because you're the one that did most of the damage. You must leave your home. I am telling you right now, space is critical and you need time and space to work on your issues. Plus, leaving him gives him a taste of divorce without seeming to do so. Life without you, and we hope he doesn't like it. Your very presence in a situation like this will keep triggering the other person. You will find a new church. You can't go to the same church. If you have kids, you'll work out a schedule to be with them, and it needs to be. Now, you don't sacrifice any time with your kids, all right? That's a whole separate issue. It's going to be at least 50-50 in terms of time with the kids during the time you're separated. Do not beg, plead, or pursue your spouse. Get into individual therapy and work hard on your personal issues, why you committed adultery. And you'll see in the book, there's points when you will give periodic updates to your partner, let him know how you're doing, how you're progressing, not asking for a response. Certainly you'll grow spiritually. You need to walk with the Lord very closely, find a new church, get into a Bible study, hook up with your new pastor. Your spiritual recovery is as important as your emotional recovery. And at strategic times, you'll reach out to your spouse and report your progress, as I've mentioned. And it's all very carefully choreographed in this book, step by step, and I've seen it work. Now, if your spouse softens, and that's what we're hoping and praying for, and is willing to work on the marriage, all right, then you need my book, I Don't Love You Anymore. This is a step-by-step process of how to heal from a serious marital sin like adultery. By following my I Destroyed My Marriage plan, you will know before God and your spouse and your kids that you did your best to save your marriage. And that's important. Now, if you're benefiting from these videos and want to take part in the teamwork that's going on here to help marriages, subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap the like button, and leave a rating and a review and a comment. And don't forget those new TikTok videos. We're growing, and we appreciate the support that you're giving to us.